This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson, and you're listening to What Happened When? With the voice of your childhood, Tony Schiavone. Tony, how are you, sir?
Conrad, I'm doing quite well. How are you, sir?
Better than I deserve. You know, it's mixed emotions today. You know, we can take a victory lap. You've exceeded your goal 5 times over at buttsandseatscomic.com.
Amazing.
And everyone knows that you got in this racket to show off your grifting skills, and you've really done a great job.
Wow.
Just separating all of our listeners from their cash.
Mm-hmm.
Took it out of their pocket. You put it in your own at buttsandseatscomic.com, and you put a bunch of half-assed out-of-work artists who work with colored pencils into a new income bracket. So good on you. You know, you're continuing to just spread joy and merriment all around. But today is sort of a bad day too, because this might be one of the last times we get to watch 1986 Jim Crockett promotions together. We don't know what the future holds, but we know we want to keep talking about 86. So man, it's mixed emotions. It's like your mother-in-law driving off a cliff in your new Rolls Royce. You know?
Yeah, I noticed how you started with shitting on me, and then you moved all the way to what's going on with the network. I do want to respond to the first part of it and say that as all successful people in life do, you always have a great life coach. And my life coach has become you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, because the first thing you said to me was fleece them.
Let's fleece these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
The shirt we wear around the house here. I mean, Megan uses it as a nightgown.
Yeah.
Let's fleece these motherfuckers. If you're going to say it, you need to say it all the way.
Yeah.
I have a little known fact. We all have over here at adfreeshows.com. All of us have custom car tags on the front of our car. See, in Alabama, you don't have to have a license plate on the front and the rear of your car. You just have to have it on the rear. Well, I've got one on the front, as do you and every one of our other hosts, and it says, "Let's fleece these motherfuckers."
Yeah.
So it's ingrained in our everyday culture. Just let's separate the marks from their cash, right?
Yeah.
And you have done like what I have taught you. You know, I was teaching you $9 lessons, right?
Yeah.
You've really taken it to another level.
Well, you know what they say? They say you have to give the people, well, I don't want to steal this from Excalibur. He says you have to give the people what they want. You have to give the people value for their dollar. And I think we do.
Oh, for sure, dude. You know, we're busting balls, but the old thing in any successful business is you give somebody, you know, $2, you ask somebody for $1, and then you give somebody $2 worth of value.
Right.
You see any of the reviews from adfreeshows.com, and that is the overwhelming sentiment. Oh my God, there's more than I can even keep up with here. Well, that's a good thing. And you have exceeded expectations on this Butts and Seats comic. And I think that's probably like the story of your career. You just sneak up on people. You're like like fucking moss, right? You just grow on people.
Ooh. Maybe that's it. And it takes a long time for moss to take hold sometime. So there you go. So here we are in the comic book coming out later this year. And we're excited about it. Really excited that Dirk Manning, who's been the writer and the guy who's been out front on all this.
Great guy.
Yeah. Used many different artists.
Right.
Instead of one, many different artists. So we're giving a lot, like you said, a lot of artists a chance to do some work and showing their talents. And I'm really excited about that. I haven't met any of the artists yet, but we're all going to get together on a big Zoom soon and talk about how happy we are with our success and where we can go from here. Because realistically, and I appreciate everybody listening to me go on about the comic book here. Realistically, we haven't even promoted this thing on TV yet.
Right.
Yeah. So
what's really what's the limit of your cartoons here?
The limit?
Yeah. I mean, have we, you know, when you've got all these guys using like magic markers and colored pencils, you know, is there a limit? I mean, do we know what the ceiling is? Originally, you were hesitant to think you could even pull together 20K. Now,
right.
In excess of $100,000. Like, I mean, can you get to 1 million? Can you draw 1 million with crayons? I don't know.
I don't know if any comic has done that. I don't know the comic business enough to say. I'm sure some of the vintage Batman and Superman graphic novels have done millions of dollars. That would be actually a question for Christopher Daniels, because he's like Mr. Comic Book, and so I don't know, and Dirk would know too, obviously. But again, you know, this is an independent comic. This is not a DC or a Marvel. This is an independent comic, but it's going to be released by Simon & Schuster. It's going to be distributed by them, which is good, obviously, distributing the books in all the bookstores and everything. So there's a chance we're going to make some pretty good money. And you know who's going to make the most money, don't you?
You.
No, Mike Dawkins.
Oh, well, that's a given.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, every time we say his name here, we owe him cash.
Yeah, I know. He's smart. Smartest guy in the room. So there you go. Thank you for bringing it up, and I'm excited about it. I'm really kind of disenchanted now.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.